Superman needs saving on film, and James Gunn is a perfect director for the job. As the co-CEO of DC Studios, Gunn now holds the keys to Superman's cinematic future. With hits like The Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn has shown his skill for bringing comic book world to life with a mix of fun, emotion, and splendor. Taking the helm of Superman Legacy, James Gunn has the opportunity to recreate Superman by focusing on the heart of the character. With James Gunn's knack for telling stories about misfits and outcasts, he can explore Superman's origins in a fresh way. And his experience with ensemble casts can help build a rich world around Superman with characters like Lois Lane and Green Lantern. Now, this film, Superman Legacy, may be James Gunn's greatest challenge yet, but if he plays to his strengths as a filmmaker, he can create a modern Superman masterpiece. He has the right sensibilities to bring hope back to Superman on film and launch a new era of greatness for the iconic hero. This is how James Gunn can achieve greatness with Superman Legacy. Superman is one of the most iconic and beloved superheroes of all time, yet recent cinematic adaptations have struggled to capture the essence of the character. With James Gunn now writing and directing the latest reboot, Superman Legacy, he has an opportunity to make Superman great on film. But given Gunn's proven track record with comic book movies, his sensibilities as a filmmaker and the direction of the new DC Studios, James Gunn is well positioned to craft a modern Superman masterpiece. By focusing on heart, character, and a fresh take, James Gunn can make Superman Legacy be the definite 21st century big screen adaptation and launch a new era of the Man of Steel. By focusing on heart, character, and a fresh take, James Gunn can make Superman Legacy the definite 21st century big screen adaptation and launch a new era of greatness for the Man of Steel. James Gunn has demonstrated throughout his career through films like Guardians of the Galaxy, The Suicide Squad, and the Peacemaker series. James Gunn has shown he knows how to adapt comic book source material. He captures the essence of characters while also modernizing them for contemporary audience. Gunn never loses sight of the heart and humor at the core of even the most outlandish comic book stories. This ability to balance emotion and thrilling action sequence is exactly what the Superman franchise needs after years of overly bleak depictions, if I may say. But just as crucially, James Gunn has proven himself as a master of translating the vivid visuals of comic book stories to the big screen. His film pop with bright colors and kinetic energy. The action has scale and weight with camera work and blocking. Whether it's an battle with a cosmic supervillain or a conversation between two misfit heroes, he chooses his stories in a way that is dynamic yet intimate when necessary. The skills in framing intimate character moments and shooting large-scale action will lend themselves perfectly to showcasing Superman saving the day. I imagine James Gunn is gonna have a wide angle of the huge city and Superman flying. I just can see it. One of the keys for James Gunn will be emphasizing the goodness and inspirational nature of Superman. Previous cinematic takes have leaned too heavily into Superman's status as an outsider on Earth, losing track for his empathy and compassion, but James Gunn is well suited to bring the heart back to Superman, as he did for the misfit characters in Guardians of the Galaxy and most recently the Peacemaker series. Centering the story of Superman Legacy on Clark Kent's roots growing up on Smallville will allow Gunn to explore the experience that shaped Superman's commitment to helping others. The film can show what instilled those values of selflessness and justice in a young Clark Kent before he even donned the red cape. And the story can emphasize why even once he becomes the all-powerful Superman, protecting his adoptive home of Earth remains his driving purpose. Grounded character development for Clark can be seamlessly intertwined with thrilling scenes of Superman in action. This character-focused approach plays right into James Gunn's strengths. Throughout his films, James Gunn has proven adept at taking bizarre, eclectic characters and making audience genuinely care about them. Now he can bring that skill to making Superman resonate as more than just an invisible strongman. Showing Superman's humanity and heart will be the key to making him inspiring once again on the big screen. In interviews about Superman Legacy, James Gunn has made it clear that giving a fresh spin on the Man of Steel is one of his central aims. As co-CEO of DC Studios, Gunn now has the creative freedom to reinvent Superman from the ground up for audience. This opportunity requires abandoning continuity and visual style of past Superman films to showcase the character like never before on film. The clean slate for Superman Legacy gives Gunn a space to refocus Superman origin story for the 21st century. Details like exactly how Superman powers work, the redesign of his suit, and even how Clark can become a journalist are on the table for reinvention. Gunn can build a new Superman mythos tailored to modern sensibilities while paying homage to the timeless incarnation of the character. The film doesn't need to rehash familiar plot lines like General Zod or Lex Luthor as the main villains. Instead, it can give Superman a foe and stakes unique to this new big screen world. James Gunn has spoken about Superman Legacy depicting a younger Superman, so the film has room to explore Clark Kent is still finding his footing as a superhero. The story can blend the epic scale of Superman by showcasing Superman's journey towards becoming the legendary hero the world knows and trusts. James Gunn can craft an engaging narrative arc with resonance. Audience can invest in following this version of the character throughout future films and cross over as he evolves into the Superman of popular imagination. A benefit of the rebooted Superman Legacy is the ability for James Gunn to seed a wider DC universe right from the start. Casting announcements have already revealed characters like Lois Lane and Green Lantern will appear alongside Superman. James Gunn now has the opportunity to establish a rich world with a cohesive vision by introducing other DC heroes and villains organically through Superman's story. The development of the DC Universe on film has been rocky for the past decade, with a few successful attempts to build a shared world. But Gunn showed through the Guardians of the Galaxy films that he excels at directing an assembled cast of comic book characters. Combining Superman's personal journey with world building lays the groundwork for an engaging cinematic universe that feels genuinely interconnected. Cameos and supporting roles for other iconic DC heroes and villains can thrill audience while serving the story rather than just teasing future films. At its core, Superman Legacy must work as a satisfying standalone Superman film, while the inclusion of characters like Lois Lane, Green Lantern, and potentially Lex Luthor or Brainiac can organically expand the world around Clark Kent. Superman protecting those closest to him can raise the emotional stakes, while also showing how Superman fits into a reality of gods, aliens, and heroes that coexist with the human world. James Gunn's experience guiding a sprawling cast of characters in a shared world will be invaluable in launching Superman Legacy as a cornerstone of the new DC universe. Obviously, what is exciting about this new Superman Legacy film is the casting. And one exciting casting announcement for the film is Rachel as the Daily Planet reporter Lois Lane. I imagine that her take on Lois Lane is going to be an integral part of the grounding Superman Legacy with human drama and bringing a compelling female perspective to the Man of Steel next chapter. The casting of David as Clark Kent Superman is an inspired choice that perfectly aligns with James Gunn's vision for the film. David is a rising talent who demonstrated his range in projects like The Politician and Hollywood. He has an earnest yet commanding screen presence that balances Superman's down-to-earth empathy. David conveys the innate goodness at the heart of Clark Kent and Superman. And the actor also has the physicality to make the indestructible Man of Steel leap into action on the big screen. Superman Legacy represents a long-awaited opportunity to make such an important cultural icon as Superman for the modern audience. As a filmmaker with a proven history of faithfully and creatively adapting comic book worlds, James Gunn is the ideal visionary to spearhead this new era of Superman on film. James Gunn is uniquely equipped to finally do justice to Superman's enormous cinematic potential. If he plays to his strengths, Superman Legacy can be the definite contemporary Superman film and launch the character to new heights. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.